Hey everybody, welcome back to another Resident Evil 9 Requiem video. Now, this is the second game that was revealed at Gamescom with more information, so I'm going to be breaking down the trailer and also a lot of the new gameplay and giving my thoughts on it, and also some theories towards the end of the video. Let's start things off with the brand new trailer that was revealed at Gamescom opening night live. The trailer opens us up with a young Grace working on something on her laptop in an apartment or a hotel room while it's downpouring outside. She does look to be a little bit younger here, looks to be very early into the game as a flashback, which is actually confirmed in the next scene when we do see Anessa Ashcroft walk into the hotel room, but she's not dead at this point. There is a little bit of back and forth between her and her daughter. I admit, seeing Anessa, she does look a little bit dreary and also very tired, so something is really going on. She has that Mia Winters vibe in this scene. Somebody eventually calls, there's a little bit of back and forth about answering the phone call between her and her daughter. Eventually, Grace does answer the phone, but you do hear the Anessa Ashcroft line, and it's from the same person in the trailer. As her mother would ask who called, she would say that they were looking for Anessa Ashcroft, and that point, we would have the blackout scene. Some elements here actually call back to the original reveal of RE9, and it does look like this flashback is going to be an early part of the game. There is a brief transition into gameplay, having to follow Anessa Ashcroft through the lower levels, and then we get the iconic scene that we saw in the original trailer of the hooded man suffocating and stabbing one of the hotel managers. We do transition into another scene probably later on when they think they're safe and they escaped from this hooded figure, but Anessa obviously knows more than she's letting on. Their dialogue in the scene, but they think they escaped, the hooded man jumps them, and then that's the end of the trailer. Getting into the other reveals like the gameplay and other various things, some of the revealed gameplay is actually what a lot of the reviewers got to play after the reveal at Summer Games Fest. It does look one-to-one with what they described. The sequence itself is at a sanitarium, and it does look to be very early on in the game, with some cutscenes that were in the original trailer. The sequence itself looks extremely terrifying, and the creature looks a lot like Lisa Trevor. The stalker itself does look like it's taking a lot of elements from Mr. X from Resident Evil 2 Remake, Jack Baker from Resident Evil 7, and the baby from Resident Evil 8. It having the ability to crawl up the ceiling or break down walls, or the ceiling itself, is pretty terrifying and really cool. Other gameplay additions and confirmations from the developers were the fact that green herbs will be in the game, but they won't heal you in the same way that the original games have. The main healing item will be medical injectors, and also the developers did confirm if you do hide during this sequence and hide in the same place multiple times, the creature would actually destroy that hiding spot so you can no longer use it and actually go after you. Another thing that they did confirm is the return of glass bottles and also certain items that we do see during the gameplay demo sequence. The glass bottle could actually be used to distract the creature and make it go a certain way while you hide in a different direction. Also, they did confirm when it comes to the perspectives that they will feel totally different from one another, and depending on your camera perspective, it would slightly change encounters in one way or another. In third person, Grace would flail her arms and move in a more sporadic and scared way, be a little bit quicker, but also that would change how deadly the monster is as well, because they would be just as quick or even more dangerous. And in first person, the camera change would make the monster encounter even more different. Now, getting into my overall theories, I do feel like Lisa Trevor is going to be in the game. As for my thoughts on the overall gameplay that we have seen, I really do like it. It does look like they're taking elements from Resident Evil 7 that work and adding on to them, slightly tweaking them for this game. As for the plot, I do have some theories, but I really can't make heads or tails right now, because they are really showing us very early on into the game when it comes to Anessa and stuff like that, and building on a mystery more than they ever did with Resident Evil 7. It had similar elements in its story, but not really. The call scene in the sequence is the biggest giveaway of the fact that Anessa knows more than she's letting on during these first moments. Kind of pull a little bit of a Mia Winters when it comes to her knowledge with Anessa here, because it does make it seem like there's an organization that Anessa is kind of running from, because when she says they're coming, it makes it seem like Umbrella or a new organization is actually going after her, and because of the fact that she is a reporter, it does actually make sense, especially when it comes to the main villain of the game. He's the one that we hear in the very first trailer, and he's the one that calls during this sequence, and I have a feeling that he is one of the characters from Outbreak. Also, he could be Oswald D. Spencer as well. I'm a little bit doubtful on that theory. You guys got any theories of your own? Let me know in the comments down below, because this trailer does kind of give us early bits of the game that don't give me much to work with. If you did make it to the end of this video, make sure to give this video a like if you did enjoy, or dislike, it's perfectly fine if you didn't. And also, if you are new, make sure to subscribe, it helps out the channel and me, and hit the bell notification to be notified whether or not I upload. Got some other news related to Gamescom that I'll be covering in separate videos on this channel, and other various things. But have a good rest of your guys' night, morning, afternoon, or whatever it is for you in the world, and peace out. Bye-bye.